Welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Action Comics number 279, published in August 1961, with story by Jerry Siegel and art by Jim Mooney. First I stole your superpowers, Linda, and now my brainwash helmet is convincing you that you are me, Lesla-Lar of Kandor. Shortly I'll take your place on Earth and steal your secret identity of Supergirl. You will forget ever having been Supergirl. You will forget ever having visited Earth. You are now Lesla-Lar of Kandor. Last issue, you'll recall, just when Superman was finally going to reveal Linda Supergirl Lee's existence to the world, suddenly, like a terrible bolt from the blue, Supergirl lost her superpowers, and so the Man of Steel called off the announcement. Unfortunate accident, wasn't it? Accident, definitely not. It was anything but that. Behind the apparent blow of fate was the sinister, scheming brain of Supergirl's secret enemy. So Supergirl, Linda Lee, is still upset that she's lost her powers. Yes, incredibly, Linda Lee, who came from Krypton, is now just an ordinary, unsuper Earth girl. For the astounding answer as to show this stunning tragedy come about, let's look at the Superman's secret Arctic fortress of solitude. So we look inside Kandor. There's Supergirl fighting surface world crime while a kryptonite meteor ring encircles Earth, forces her to be exiled in undersea Atlantis. I envy and hate her. The honors that I, Lesla-Lar, have earned in Kandor as a scientific genius are as nothing compared to the acclaim the people of Earth will give Supergirl when they learn of her existence. So, she wants to take revenge and uses this ray to take away her powers. Oh no, I can't fly, Superman. Somehow I've lost all my superpowers. You're breaking my heart, you poor thing. If Supergirl only knew that the ray I invented has robbed her of all her powers. But this is only the beginning. I've even more unpleasant surprises up my sleeve for Supergirl, but they'll come later. So now that she has no more superpowers, there's no reason for her not to get adopted. So she is there getting visited by potential adoptive parents and comes across, let's see, this couple, the Danvers, and she will stay with them, I guess, for going forward. So anyway, so she tells her robot, I'm afraid I won't have any more use for you. Should you ever need me, mistress, I'll be here in this hollow tree waiting. And so she goes with Streaky to her new place. And these parents are legitimately nice people. You're too grown up to wear pigtails anymore. That's strictly kid stuff. And you're a lovely young lady tomorrow. We're going to visit a beauty parlor, and there will be some changes made. So there was a competition or a contest to choose her new haircut, and I guess now we're getting the chosen haircut. And it was this cut. I can't remember what it's called. A beautician would have okay, so she cut it herself. A beautician would have discovered I wear a wig over my blonde hair. At this point, just let your blonde hair show. What does it matter? In fact, you look super. Strange, she winced when I said that. I suspect she has some sort of secret sorrow. Maybe she'll tell us about it someday. Choke. I'm not super anymore. So Superman shows up and I thought you'd forgotten me. I thought, of course I haven't. I'll keep experimenting in my fortress until I discover how to permanently return your superpowers to you. Maybe I can invent a serum that will work. So he builds a secret panel to hide all of her stuff. I wonder if I'll ever get my superpowers back too. Like hers. Oh, I guess. Oh, okay, that's the cat thinking that. My powers are gone. So now that the ex-kryptonite was at a Midvale orphanage, so the cat no longer has access. I think actually the cat's a male, no longer has access. So Lesla-Lar has another invention. She's able to not only shrink, but teleport Linda Lee, and then she's able to, let's see, I calculated sound asleep, she's unaware of what's happened. Now to place the brainwash helmet on her. It will erase all her former memories and only permit her to remember certain details about my life on Kandor. And when she awakens, and as long as she remains in Kandor, she will believe herself to be me. And then she projects herself back out into The regular world. Chuckle. Great Krypton. Under Earth's gravity conditions, I now have superpowers as I knew I would. And apparently she looks so much like Linda Lee that her new adoptive parents do not recognize the change. And I guess probably has the same voice. Meanwhile, the Supergirl is just carrying on life as Lesla-Lar. This chemically manufactured Tyranno shark capture is complete. Apparently, they have an ocean or a lake with Tyranno sharks in it inside Kandor. So she uses this thing to. It shocked the shark into insensibility with its electrified antenna. The shark can now be placed in an aquarium. My congratulations, Lesla-Lar. You have created another great invention. So she visits the Hall of Heroes, including Superman and Jor-El, and she sees pictures of Brainiac 5, where he shrank Kandor. This is the Hall of Sleepers, where volunteers are placed into a state of suspended animation to be wakened 1,000 years from now. Their mission to preserve present-day Kandorian ideals. Okay, formerly suspended animation was illegal. So there is apparently a crime going on. This guy was trying to create a Z-bomb and blow up Kandor. So they put him in the Phantom Zone. I had no idea that Kandor was still using the Phantom Zone. But he got a 20-year sentence for trying to murder every single person. Meanwhile, Lesla-Lar is out there, and she sees that her adopted dad is working on a rocket experiment. Someday I'll steal his ideas and use them for my own purposes. Meanwhile, I've some plans of my own, sinister plans that will astound Earth. My first move will take place tonight. That rocket is more astounding than her other inventions? Okay. So she digs under the ground and emerges in Lex Luthor's prison cell. A Supergirl, impossible, not at all. See, Luthor, I can twist these metal bars as though they were made of putty. Now I'll bend them back and shape them again. What do you want of me? I am from another planet, and I've long observed you with my supervision and admired you. I've come to Earth because I want to be your secret emergency weapon. I won't tell him the truth yet. Wonderful. Take me out of here. Wait. First, I'll inflate this small plastic replica of you I've created. Incredible. It's fully sized now, and it looks like... What? Lex Luthor has invented time machines, and he's amazed by a blow-up doll? Okay. So they put the blow-up doll in the bed, and she escapes with Luthor temporarily, and they commit just a regular old crime, stealing a armored truck. Haha, the fall broke open the car like a cracked nut, and riches are spilling out. Quick, transport the loot and me to my secret cave. Chuckle, we'll become wealthy beyond our wildest dreams. I'll swiftly tunnel you back into the cell now. It's broken open, and all the money's gone. The giant scoop sounds like one of Luthor's fantastic crime schemes. We better call Metropolis Prison immediately. But when they look in, they find him. He's back there. Yeah. So, meanwhile, Supergirl is back as Lesla-Lar. Alert! Earth lawman, the criminal Supergirl exists there. So she's all confused now. Gasp! Linda's going to betray me. So Linda's going to tell everyone that there's a criminal Supergirl. I'll press the button on the brace. Let that will transport her back to Earth from Kandor. She'll return here with no memory of her having taken my place on Kandor. So the actual Lesla-Lar switches places with Linda Lee once again. This story gets confusing. And she wakes up in a panic. What's wrong, Linda? What frightened you? A nightmare? I guess so. I'm in my bedroom at home. I was only dreaming. Strange. I seemed to be living in Kandor and was someone else. It all seemed so real, but it was only a dream after all. In Kandor, Lesla-Lar laughed scornfully. Little fool, go on, sleep. When I'm good and ready, I'll transfer you back into Kandor to lead your other life as Lesla-Lar. And me, that's when I'll return to Earth again, and once again become Luthor's secret emergency weapon until I'm ready to be more than that. See the astounding events which take place in the next issue when Linda's Earth existence is once again stolen by the insidious Lesla-Lar. This is a very there's things I really like about this story and things I don't like. It's a mixed bag, but we'll see where it goes. It's an interesting story.